Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of the second season of Kaguya-sama, the season where every episode's the best episode, and the previous episode was no exception to that. We had the whole Miko imagination sequence of what she thought joining the student council would be like, and of course it's nothing like that. However, her version of it was absolutely hilarious. I rewatched it a couple times and it just got funnier every time. It's just I can't believe she really thought that's what it would be like, but yeah, that would have been quite a story in itself, though. Just not this one. And we also had the Kaguya amazing hand everything movements until she found her sweet spot, which was just great. Of course, it's no Chica dance, but at least they gave us something special in this season in regards to fluid animation. And also, we had the nice stuff between Kaguya and Ishigami. So it's good to see that they're developing a bit more of a positive, less fear-based relationship, for sure. And, Ishigami just trying new things. So yeah, just really good stuff for the last episode. I really liked it. So I imagine this episode will continue the trend of just being great. So let's get into it and see the specifics on that. 3, 2, 1, play. Flower. Dead flower. Oh no. What happened, Shirogane? Okay, yeah, that would do it. And that is... Oh, his sister, okay. Are you gonna make your own Oni-chan feel better? Yeah, I mean, she's got to figure it out at this point. Hello to you too. So what you gonna do about it? Also loves Kaguya? Oh. Right, okay, that makes sense. See, a very different start than what we usually get for this show. We just start with Shirogane down in the dumps. But yeah, if we could get some more K screen time, that'd be great. But yeah, no surprise there, K being the rebellious stage. I still love to remember that one part where they're both kind of like bragging about their respective accomplishments with Kaguya. Kei being referred to by the given name and Shirogane getting the fan, that episode. One of my favorite parts of the season. Chica bien chica. Oh wait, yeah, I think she does her little face touch there in the opening, doesn't she? I just realized that. But rebellious. Well, this is the Shirogane family dinner table. I'm leaving now. Yeah, you're being a little bit annoying. Yeah, it was only a matter of time before she blew up at him. Wow, they're throwing a lot of info at me at once. Just unlimited nag works. What a terrible cycle. But it's not like we could just ask him or anything like that. Very likely. I can't really imagine her doing that. Yes, this is very similar to his dynamic with Kaguya. It's a very abused flower. Whew. Yeah, this is much different than the other approach. Doesn't seem to be working, though. Can I try again? Oh. Now is he gonna try? Could say that. Okay. Yeah, pretty good father, seems like. And Kay's, of course, gonna listen in on this. Well, maybe you shouldn't grab her hand when she's trying to do her thing. That might help. I mean, it's pretty clear how she feels, at least from... He did not know what he was getting into there. That's a big length of time. Yeah, yours is a little bit different. I see. Yeah, that is kind of a... yeah. Oh. Gonna try? Indeed. Yeah, she would, I guess, know. You know, communication issues and all that. Oh. Well, at least you said something. It's a good question. So, finally back to school? Oh. Hello, Kaguya. It's a little bit awkward. Yes. Oh. That doesn't sound like avoiding at all. It's kind of the opposite, really. Okay. I guess that kind of worked out. Yes. Again, not to brag or anything. But yeah, sports. I've been building up to that. Wow, is her hair and stuff actually moving from the vibrations? Well, of course, because she's the one that's doing it. Okay. What are we even doing here? Those dead eyes makes it so much better. Jeez. Seriously, what the heck are we doing? I guess we're just doing another practice session. What did he say this time? It was something. Yeah, we're definitely doing the same pattern. And of course, he sucks at it like he sucks at a lot of things. A lot of things. Jesus. As usual, Oni Kochi doing what she can. Look like he was digging a hole there. He wants to dance. The feelings of fish. Koi, for instance. Just try. Yeah, it's like the basics, man. Yeah, more or less. You should strive for higher than that. Strive for true greatness like you do with your grades. You're the one that signs up for this. Just breaking poor Chica. And we'll see how far you get. Be the fish. Oh. How long have you been there? Oh. Yeah, that's what matters. Getting kind of bold here, Kaguya. Oh. Eh? Why is she lolling? uh... Yes, the anguish has been replaced. You're the one that quit. We are in a time limit, you know. Backseat teaching. If you wanted to do it, you should have just done it. Oh, wow. A raw feeling. Right. Oh. Man, this argument. And there we go. Now we're fighting over him. Man, I bet he's wondering how we got put into this horrible / wonderful position. Very stretchy. This music, though. We gotta just split him in half at this rate. Oof. Ouch. You can even see a mark on his wrist. There we go. He finally reached enlightenment. So done. He is now the fish. Well, I guess we end up both being great teachers. Well, that was an experience. Okay. Sure. Bad shoe. Wants to crack down. Wow, it's not a game, Chica. But yeah, freaking game club, of course. This is how they behave. I'm glad to see the rest of her club for once. Those are some huge dice, too. Good luck on that. She doesn't understand the Chuny way. Oh, that's a... Oh no. Well, it's how it goes sometimes. So mean to him. He knows the rules. Where'd you get that rope? Put down the rope. It seems like it. But yeah, definitely more complicated than that. There's nothing wrong with trying to get Miko's attention. So the rumors go. I'm sure there's more to it than that. And then this thing, yeah. There's too much text on screen. You're not moving. I'll be taking that. So yeah, definitely standing up for him. But in a way they do. How do you notice anything without eyes? Yeah, he's working up a sweat. I'm sure you do a wonderful job. Once I find out what, back to this song. Such a great song. I don't know why, but it's really growing on me. Its final form. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, the dad's there. Yeah, that... that's never good. Why did you come here? I see how it is. Oh wow, it's an expensive looking camera. Define nice shots. I had a feeling that's what he meant. I see. So that's Chica's dad. Okay. Okay. Not quite what I expected. Yeah, let's not keep that going. I think she'd be pretty happy about that. Can I try one? Just throw it to me through the screen. Yeah, we are definitely in the heat of our sports festival. Go red team! Don't wink at me. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Maybe you could, like, bleed and dye your band red. Yeah, you can still cheer for him. Just quietly where no one hears you. And there we go. He took number 1. Yeah? What's your problem? Yeah, not in front of her. You're definitely gonna take issue with that. Yes, you've... Okay, I think this is just a weird play that he's making. Yeah, why can't you understand that? Well, of course you do. But that's the real question, isn't it? That's what he doesn't quite know the answer to. And then I met him. And then Kay, you know. It's a pure boy. I'm not sure why we're including Chica in this. If only that parent was here. Think you may have cracked the code. Yeah, which would you choose? Not to pressure you or anything. You're probably about to find out. Yep, he was talking to her this whole time. And here we go. Yeah, it's not gonna fly. Yeah, of course he did. There's a lot of uncomfortable people on this scene. It's better not to know. Then Ishigami doing his best. Allowed to be the eyes of the team. Just looks so terrifying. Like when a character's in like the background without eyes, it's not that bad, but that's not the case here. It's just terrifying. Like seriously, I hate it. Well, it would have been easier to understand if you let me see it for more than 1 second. I'll probably go back and look at that again. But wow, yeah. So yeah, I was confused at first, but I guess Shirogana's dad just said that to prompt her to defend him, because like I said, he knew she was, so. And if she's the person he thought she was, she would not let the insult slide. So, yeah, it all makes sense. Shirogana's plan to get them away from each other clearly backfired there. The episode needed more Hayasaka. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any kind of stinger. And yeah, that's the end. Okay. Well, that was the 10th episode of the second season of Kaguya-sama. So it was a pretty good episode, for sure. Now, the first part was Shirogane family stuff. Like, they just do a lot of exposition on us with that. You know, the household, like the literal physical household, father's job, like, or non-steady job, you know, that results in him having the free time to go to the sports festival later. And the mother just kind of leaving and just all that stuff. So a lot of depressing stuff there. Not like, they didn't really express a lot of happy stuff. They said all that and also said more of the Miyuki stuff, you know, basically what leads to the lack of good communication. You know, the reason why Kei can't just be like, "Hey, Oni-chan, what's going on with that one girl?" You know, could tell me. I need details so I can help you. Like, she can't just be like that because she's in a rebellious phase. Like, you just can't do that. So, you know, she tried kind of another tactic, didn't really work at all. But luckily for her, the father came over to take over things, and he was a bit better at it. He seemed to regret the decision not too long after, but he did get Shirogane to talk about it a bit, and that did kind of give Kei an opening to offer a little bit of advice. You know, something that she kind of understands a little bit firsthand. So that was nice, just getting some of that stuff. I think the funniest part of the whole scene was just like right after the father asked if he has a crush on someone, in the background Kei just does like a fist bump thing. That was probably the funniest thing about the whole scene, like easily. Although the father trying to compare Shirogane's situation to his personal situation, despite there being a pretty big difference between the two, was pretty funny as well. Now the second bit was interesting, like because we heard. Well, first of all, we saw this was taking place in like the gymnasium. You know, we saw the basketball hoop net kind of wiggling a little bit, like clearly from vibrations of the sound. So I wasn't quite sure what was happening. Like I knew somebody was banging the drum. I thought we were doing some full-on event. So yeah, I didn't think Chica was the one actually doing it. So, you know, I just thought the vibrations were just so immense that it was just shaking everything. Because yeah, we got a like first thing we saw of Chica is like a massive zoom in, like about that much of her face, you know, and we just saw the hair vibrating like quite a bit. So yeah, it does make sense that she was the one banging the drum, but just yeah, it's a very interesting cam work with this scene, just the introduction to it, just zooming in on random spots until eventually we, you know, got a bit more of an overview. And just rewatching again now, it's just amazing. We have Chica just completely deadpan face beating the drum, you know. I don't think I've ever seen anyone look that uninterested while beating one of those drums. And then while that's happening, you know, we have the whole Sodan song playing, which I quite liked a lot by the end of the thing. And then Shirogane attempting to do the dance of his people or something. Just yeah, these movements are just, I don't know, that's amazing. I mean, she kind of criticizes dancing, but I think it looks great. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it kind of got crazy there when we started doing the different colors and stuff, but I mean, I thought it was pretty solid. You know, dance is pretty subjective anyway. So, yeah, but I guess it wasn't good enough in her eyes. And if that's the case, fair enough. I suppose Mama Chica knows best. But yeah, very much similar to the other scenes we've had with the volleyball and the singing. Things that Shirogane not good at. He somehow ropes Chica into helping him, sometimes by lying, as she says. And yeah, I never get tired of this. This is a really fun dynamic that we have here. So I am glad they're reusing it as much as they do. But yeah, she just was not a big fan of his dancing, like not even one bit. After a bit of talking about becoming a fish or a fishnet or something like that, Chica eventually leaves. She kind of like quit the role. And then not too long after that, he kind of got a new teacher, Kaguya. Now, yeah, it was already pretty funny before we got to this bit, and this whole bit's good too. I like the way it started, just Kaguya sees him doing his dancing, and she says, "Are you practicing the Sodan dance?" And just there's just something about the way she looked at him and delivered the line and everything like that. It just really, I could just feel the warmth and love from Kaguya there. I don't know, just a weird thing to comment on, but just you can just really feel kind of the enthusiasm and excitement she has to like maybe be of some help to him. Like it didn't really feel like there was any ulterior motive or anything like there sometimes is with like the schemes and stuff. It just really came across as genuine to me, which is a, you know, nice little thing. But I mean, there was sort of an ulterior motive, you know, touching his body or whatever, but still, that's not really that bad. It's understandable. And yeah, she wasted no time doing so. Like I think she was quite enjoying like this entire process for sure. Now, of course, the scene got a lot better once Chika showed up, because from her perspective, you know, Shirogane, her pupil, just replaced her in like a matter of minutes. I mean, it's really not something she can complain about too much. Like, the sports festival is not too far away. He needs to improve. If you're not willing to do it, he's got to find someone else, you know. It's not like getting a new girlfriend after you break up with your old one a day later. It's not quite like that, because there's a time limit on this, and, you know, it's presumably less of an emotional attachment than that sort of situation. But yeah, Chiki just walks in. She just like smiles, you know, the one kanji for laughing or smiling or whatever that you see in any kind of Japanese chat room situation. You know, lol, as they translated here. And she's just, you know, being pretty passive-aggressive this whole scene. Just like, wow, Kaguya, she's like teaching you to dance, huh? That sure is great, you know, that you just replaced me like I was nothing to you. Chika just grabs a seat back there and sits there and just watches them, judging them, criticizing everything. And just those lines she has here. If anything, I'm impressed at the speed with which you exchanged one teacher for another. It's a good line. It says so much about... That line pretty much encapsulates pretty much everything about how she feels, you know. It's, yeah, I quite like that line. You could even just almost see the anger in her eyes, too. For sure. But yeah, she just had very different views on this whole thing than Kaguya. Kaguya more sees it in a very practical sense. Like, dancing is all about the movements. You memorize them, you practice them until you can do them well. If you do them well, the audience will like it. And Chika's more like, no, love and feelings and passion and enthusiasm and all that is what matters. That's more or less what they were, kind of the disagreement there. So that was a fun little argument there. I kind of almost thought we were going to have a full-on fight, like physical fight between Chika and Kaguya, which would have been quite something. But instead we had just pulling them back and forth, which, yeah, just... I feel like we've had something like this before, right? And so you're gonna getting excited about being like having kind of a harem situation where multiple girls are fighting over him. I almost positive had a scene kind of like that before, but yeah, this was just a wonderful, horrible situation to be in, and I kind of actually had some pretty good results because he realized what it was like to be the net, and then he was able to heave-ho with the best of them at that point. And we even saw a bit of a visual of Chika with the piano and the sunglasses. So yeah, that was really a good skit. I liked that one quite a bit. The next scene, I quite liked the whole Chika with her, like, board game club. They just walk around carrying these big old dice, and they treat real-life stuff like an in-game event that you roll for, you know, perception checks and stuff. Like, I don't know much about tabletop gaming at all, but, you know, just that kind of thing. You just roll dice and hope for the best. And I'm glad to see her club, like, because they've been referenced a few times on the show. I'm pretty sure we saw them on screen at least once, but I don't think they've really been part of a real scene quite like they were here. So that was great to see, you know, because, yeah, obviously the student council has to be where the focus is, but that's not the only thing Chika does. So I like getting a little bit of for other stuff, you know. I wouldn't mind seeing some of her just like hanging out at home once in a while, you know. I mean, we've seen her interact with family before, like her sisters going on trips and stuff, but not quite the kind of home sort of thing we have with Shirogane this episode. Like, I wouldn't mind getting a bit of that with Chika. I mean, we did see Chika's father briefly later in the episode. So after that, we got into some more serious stuff. We shifted focus on Ishigami, and yeah, the whole thing between Miko and Ishigami has been a bit odd, you know, because, I mean, in the scene, we saw the two of them kind of butting heads, you know, her not liking him just sitting there playing the game and wraps him up in the rope and stuff like that. So obviously, there's a lot of, like, issues between them, but at the same time, I think there is, like, a bit of mutual understanding, respect there, because, you know, we have Ishigami, who never liked the treatment that Miko got, and did a little bit here and there to kind of encourage her, you know, the one little like note thing he left her anonymously. And then in the scene we saw Miko like talking to them about, because they said something about not letting him go to the high school division or whatever, and she protested against that. So even though we have sort of the butting heads we see on the surface, there's also like that sort of thing like below it, and that just kind of leads to a pretty interesting dynamic between the two of them. I'm kind of curious how that will progress in the future, if they will get along a bit better, because yeah, they have a lot of similarities for sure. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll get along with people, but, you know, this is certainly a possibility. And Ishigami, we've gotten to some of his specific stuff. Like, I think we've kind of implied and talked about before that there has been some kind of rough stuff that happened to him in the past, and we got some specifics on that here. Apparently, the way the rumors have it is he's stalked a girl and assaulted her boyfriend, and in the end she ended up transferring schools, and he never gave us out of the story. So yeah, obviously there's a lot more to the story than that. I don't know exactly what it could be, if the boyfriend did something horrible that was just not talked about or what, but yeah, Ishigami, that's pretty much seems like it's the stem of like everything, like him being ostracized from the others, having to deal with white knights and all that. So yeah, it gives us a pretty good insight into Ishigami's character for sure, and it is good that he continues to go to school and everything in spite of all that, even if some people seem to take issue with that. So yeah, Ishigami just doing his best to move forward. So it is a good thing that he does have friends like Kaguya that are there for them, because we had some like random students that were just trying to act like he has no friends or whatever, and desperate for it, just getting negative attention from Miko. But he does have friends, Kaguya for one, willing to lend him his her uniform or whatever, as well as Shirogane, which I'm sure is his friend, and Chika. I mean, it's like Chika talks to him sometimes, that counts as friendship, right? But anyway, yeah, that was definitely the more serious part of the episode for sure, and it's good to definitely good to get that sort of insight. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it for the serious stuff. Then we move back into the more lighthearted stuff with the actual sports festival day, which was a lot of fun. We got the one downside is that Kaguya kind of ended up on a different team than Shirogane, which is unfortunate. She had a white headband. I mean, she could just dye it red if she really wanted to. I'm sure there's multiple ways to do that, but it probably wouldn't be quite the same. But yeah, the bad thing about that was she couldn't really root for Shirogane, because then, her teammates would be like, what the heck? You're supposed to be rooting for us. We're trying to win. How dare you root for the other team like that? Kind of puts her in a bit of awkward position. And Shirogane, he learned to dance, so he was doing pretty well there. But his mood kind of took a bit of a downturn when his father showed up, because he got nothing better to do, and it was a good opportunity to actually talk to Shirogane's love interest, and he got some pretty good information from that, because he was smart enough to kind of bait her into defending him, and she did her best to defend him there. And I think the father got pretty much everything he could have really wanted from that, like that he could realistically expect to get. So that's good for him. Not so much for Shirogane, who showed up kind of after it was all done, and wondering just like what happened while he was gone. So that was pretty great. It was funny when Shirogane, asked him about, the shots that he got, because he had this big old camera. He's like, yeah, I got some nice shots, and then we look at it, and then it's just a picture of Chika. She has just got that shirt on, it's kind of tied up a little bit above the belly, showing off that midriff, and just showing off that Chika-ness. And Shirogane took it pretty much the same way I took it, but apparently it was all, it was all fine, wholesome, just doing a favor for somebody else, getting some shots of his daughter for him, nothing else. And yeah, that basically meant we got to see Chika's father, which is pretty nice. Just, I don't know what I was really expecting in regards to Chika's father, but it wasn't quite that. Like, not at all. Just, yeah, I don't really have much to say about that, but I guess it was just nice to see him, I suppose. We did get to hear Kaguya talk about what, the President Shirogane did for her in regards to kind of building up faith in humanity sort of thing. Kind of the reason why, I mean, we already knew kind of some of that stuff. He's the reason why she went from being the Ice Queen to what we know now, and has a bit of a circle of friends and stuff like that, more friendly and more approachable. Like, I mean, we already kind of knew Shirogane was the reason for that, but still, I quite liked getting her to express and all that, especially since it was to the father. And, Ishigami, things going well for him too. Like during the three-legged race, I think they even won that. Yeah, I think it went pretty well for pretty much everyone, I would say. Like, everyone seemed to have a pretty good time at this festival. I think that was a shot of Hayasaka at the very end though, right? Who didn't seem to be really involved in much, sadly. Very sadly. And then they had this little diagram at the end here. I want to take a better look at that. So yeah, we got Kaguya in the middle, and yeah, we got an arrow right there. Ikagen Nishiro from Shirogane to his father. Mada Gaki Dana from the father to Shirogane. Yeah, we have Omoroi from father to Kaguya. And I don't really want to read all these. Yeah, Oni-chan Shinpai towards K. Yeah, Uza from K to Shirogane. Yeah, so a lot of this is pretty straightforward stuff. Just kind of showing you the relationship between all of them. So, wants her to confess. That's to be expected. It's kind of the premise of the show. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But yeah, overall, the episode was pretty good, I would say. Especially because that Ishigami insight that we got. That's something that I definitely appreciate getting, and hopefully we can continue to elaborate on that. And hopefully you can continue to bond with Miko a bit, maybe have a bit more friendly, surface level interactions going forward. It's hard to imagine, but that would be great if we could get that. So yeah, all we got to say on the episode. Good stuff. Just looking forward to more. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.